Saturday morning, it's 4:35 in the morning, couldn't sleep. I'm waiting for an Amazon delivery to come between 7 and 11 today to hopefully continue to build on my entrepreneurship and what I hope to build up as a little side business and make some extra money and build a nice little reputation on my laptops and stuff like that I'm doing. A lot of times I mentioned, a guy from work brings me laptops and stuff, but there's no chargers. None of them have chargers. And sometimes I can get lucky with one that I use for another one that I repaired that I'm using still, but a lot of times it doesn't work. The one now, I plug that charger into that one and I can get access to it and everything like that. All I gotta do is get rid of everything on the hard drive and try to get another operating system on there. I tried to put the Windows 10 on there, but this laptop's not compatible with that. It's an older, it's got the Windows XP on it. I think it's like 14 years old or something like that, but it's got potential. But I'm waiting on some universal charger to come in today, and hopefully that'll work on that, because I get an error message that it's not recognizing the charger. It'll power up and I'm able to get into it, stuff like that. But there's still a lot of work to do. Not really a lot of work, it's just time that I gotta put in to get this running. But I'm gonna run through now until that delivery comes. Hopefully it gets here about 7:30 and I can get started working on that laptop there and get that running. Hopefully that charger works out. But like I said, it's 4:37 now in the morning, and I'm going to get through here and get on my CCNA book, Volume 1. I read the chapters and went through and highlighted stuff and everything like that. Now what I got to do is I got to go back and break down each chapter, spend time on each chapter and learn what these commands are and make sure I understand each chapter and hopefully get through Volume 1 quick. There's a Volume 2 and I got that here, and this is Volume 2 here on that, and this is the more advanced stuff in this one. This covers, let's see what we got in here. This covers the more advanced stuff and gets into, I believe, automation, stuff like that, gets into that. I was taking a course online, on YouTube course online, going through, let's see what this covers here. About to find a page. I said it's early in the morning. Here I am struggling with a book. But yeah, this covers IP access control lists, security services, IP services, network architecture, network automation, and that covers all that. This is 19 chapters. This first book here is 29 chapters. So this one here is the more advanced stuff here. A little bit of laying architecture and stuff like that, quality of service stuff and all that kind of stuff, implementing switchboard security, implementing DHCP. I think this covers maybe more of the hands-on stuff here, but I'll go through this book today. And the great thing I mentioned about this book, I think in an earlier video, is once you register these books on the back of the book, you go to the site, you register the books and stuff, it gives you access to all that stuff in here, and it breaks down. What it does is it breaks down everything that's in each chapter, and you can go through and you can look through all the key topics. You can look through all the terms that you need to know for each chapter. It breaks down to, you know, flashcards that they have access to for each chapter, what they recommend for your study guide and everything like that. Look at these look at these videos and all that kind of stuff. Breaks it down real nice to cover all that. And I'm going to go through, like I said, break down each chapter now and really get a good understanding on each chapter and go from there and start doing some practice questions and everything like that, and hopefully get this CCNA certification done. It won't be by the end of March. I don't want to push it. I know a lot of people get into these certifications and they want to rush through them and they want to push through it. Sometimes they get lucky and they pass. But the thing is, okay, you get the certification, and the next step that you got to do is you got to be prepared for the interview. I've seen some sites where they have practice interview questions. I have one through Cisco that has interview questions and stuff. And sometimes people post online some of the questions that you might go through and everything like that. But that's the other thing you got to be prepared for. Okay, you got certification, but tell me what, exactly what did you learn? Did you understand this? Did you understand that? Tell me what the problem would be if this doesn't work. And you're like, well, it was a long, when you start getting into that, the CCNA certification or any certification kind of loses its merit. And I think personally, you didn't do yourself any service by doing that. Okay, you rushed on, got certification, now you're ready to go to work, but you're really not ready to go to work. My thing is, with getting the certification, I want to be prepared for those questions, and I will look at those questions online and get a preparation for what I might be in store for and stuff like that. Even from even from people that are in the industry and stuff like that, their tips and everything like that. I talk to people on LinkedIn that are in the industry. I talk to security engineers. I talk to a network engineer who is at Cisco. I talk to sometimes he used to be at Amazon. He was a engineer in Amazon. I think he found a new job somewhere else, and I think it's an improvement for him. So he says. But these are things that you got to look for, and you got to just take your time and get through it. And then before you know it, by the end of the day or by the end of the weekend, you're like, wow, I know all this and everything like that. There's a course that I found on YouTube, Jeremy's IT Lab, and it breaks it down real nice. I started going through that last weekend, taking notes on each of those videos. I think I got to what it does is it does a video, then at the end he does a quiz, 5 questions and stuff, and he breaks down the answers. Why this is wrong, why this is wrong, why this is right, and he goes through each of that. And then as the videos go on, he's got a video, and then the next video that comes up, it's all lab stuff. And he also has on his playlist, he's got the whole CCNA course, and he's also got another playlist where it's just labs. And he goes through and he tells you, what this is looking for. He breaks it down real nice. So if you're looking to get in your CCNA or anything like that, look at this guy and check out his site. It breaks it down real nice, and you're able to get notes out of it and everything like that, and really pass this. So I'm going to take a break from doing that today because I really want to learn these books and go from there and understand all this kind of stuff. The biggest thing my understanding is the subnetting, the IPv4, the IPv6. You have to know that kind of stuff. Last week he broke down the conversions for binary to decimal, decimal to binary, and once you do it a couple times, after a while you don't even think about it. You gotta know addresses and stuff like that, classes addresses, there's class A, class B, class C, there's DE, and I think there's an F, but A, B, and C are the main ones that you got to focus on, because the other ones are not accessible. One I think is for research. There's one class, I think it's class D, that is strictly for research, so those IP addresses are off limits and stuff like that, but it breaks it all down, that kind of stuff. That's something you got to know. And I read in one of these chapters that one of the big things that is on CCNA is a protocol known as OSPF, which is Open Shortest Path First. And it's a routing protocol on where the packets are going to go and everything like that, and it has the name Open Shortest Path First, so that basically the quickest thing. So you got to have a good understanding of that. And if you get, like any certification, you have to get the objectives, print out the objectives and follow along. The great thing I've mentioned in an earlier video about the objectives is that it breaks it down so nice. Unlike when I was going through the CompTIA Network Plus, it was just like, I think it was like 18 pages of objectives and all this kind of stuff. And a lot of it's I think just bloatware and stuff like that. All these, I mean, it helps to know the acronyms and stuff like that, and what this stuff does and everything like that, but there's none of that mentioned in the CCNA. I mean, CCNA is strictly all Cisco stuff, routers and switches. There's a touch base on firewalls and everything like that, but a lot of it's you know, strictly with theirs and stuff like that. And the other thing too is, from my understanding, is Cisco dominates the field when it comes to data centers and databases and servers and everything like that. All these kind of things are in there, and if you can understand this, you go into a data center or a server room or anything like that, and you look at their service and you recognize, like, oh, wait a minute, I recognize this, because you've dealt with it and everything like that. A lot of this stuff I've also been learning too in CCNA. I've been coming across is some of the stuff, again, like I've been told in the past with the Network Plus. A lot of it's ancient history. A lot of it's not even out there anymore. A lot of the topologies and the cabling and the devices and stuff like that, they're not even out there anymore. They don't even use them anymore. But it's part of that Network Plus test. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm kind of wasting my time. The CCNA, and I've been told this too. I was talking to the one guy from Cisco, network engineer. He contacted me last weekend, and we were talking. He was kind of curious why I switched from the Network Plus to the CCNA, and he's told me that a lot of things of what other people have told me and what I've seen online from people just talking in general, posting on LinkedIn and stuff like that, that you know, CCNA will get you in the door. It's got more meat to it if you're Cisco certified, and these books are Cisco certified books right from the course, and the courses that are online are Cisco certified, and they offer everything for free. Once you get these books registered, you start doing some research and you start looking at, you know, where you want to study from and everything like that. A lot of it's free. ipcisco.com has a lot of information that you can go to and get on there, practice questions and stuff like that. There's practice questions in each book too. I mean, they basically want you to get, all this is free. They basically want you to pass this exam. They want you to succeed going through all of this, but you got to put the time in and you got to do it. The thing with CompTIA and the thing too is a lot of this IT and cybersecurity stuff and everything like that. The business end of it, it seems to come across more as a business where everybody's trying to jump online as a subject matter expert. They're all putting courses on YouTube. They're all putting courses here. They're all putting courses on Udemy. They're all doing this kind of thing, and they all want to be a part of it, and they all want to make, like, I want to help you get certified. I want to help you get certified. Sign up for my course. It's $289. You know, it's, you know, that kind of thing. That's the great thing there. With these Cisco courses and the Cisco books and stuff like that. You buy the books, of course, on Amazon, but you know, it's $60 for the books, and then once you do the research. I've done the research. I've got everything that I need now to study and hopefully pass the first time in, and go from there. And we'll see what happens. So, like I said, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning, so I just want to do a quick video. I want to start doing videos of getting on rotation, get into the rotation a little more, and get into the recommended end and everything like that. The more videos I do and everything like that. So, and I also want to post my journey on where I'm at with my CCNA, and you know, what's involved with the CCNA and everything like that. So that's where I'm at with this now.